Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are out in the Fenway Bowl of the second year, 8-4 right now, going for 9-4. We got the Virginia Tech Hokies coming, who are 6-6 coming in. Again, another Fenway Bowl appearance. We're second year here. We're looking for bigger things for the Army Black Knights. Just haven't got them yet. The sim games, we're simming six, playing six. In simming six games, we went 1-5 this year, or 2-4 this year. Simming games. So yeah, it's been a rough battle, but we got to come in here and show off our run game to a bigger conference, and hopefully, it kind of helps us out going forward. We're 16% pass. That's got to be during the sim because we barely pass the ball. We are definitely a running team. But Virginia Tech comes out and they want to establish their run game as well. And again, we had a little problem with it first, but we stopped them on a drive in near our 50-yard line and got the ball back. And then of course we just started feeding the rock to Randall Kidd and we had George Ibarra, but we also started to mix in Tiger Ryden going up the middle. Again, I know I mentioned before that he broke his ankle. It was this game where he broke his ankle. He's hurt multiple times this year, but you get George Ibarra outside with no contain. There's no stopping him. That's going to be an easy touchdown for us going up 7-0. Big in the bowl game. Like I said, this is really just there's nothing we get out of this game. No AD expectations or nothing like that. So we're just playing to pad our stats and get rolling. Again, you're not going to catch him going outside. Ibarra is only a 73. He's not even our number one running back. Actually, I think he's near the bottom of our running back depth chart, but he's going to start for us. Another touchdown here. I mean, he is nearly unstoppable right now with those outside tosses. He's very, very hard to stop, but had to show that play. That was an awesome hit, and he got hurt on that play as well, which I thought that was pretty cool. But of course, my user is absolutely garbage, and I cannot stop anybody on when I'm using the guy. Not all the time, but sometimes. And you can definitely see those on here. But they line up for a field goal. They get a nice long field goal there. Kind of surprised they got that, but nonetheless. We're going into the second quarter here, and this is probably the best return I've ever had in this game so far. I had God's power. He does not have the breakaway speed to finish the touchdown, but gosh darn, he gets close enough to set up a nice toss play for a touchdown here to who else but Mr. George Ibarra, freshman All American, second team All American. So I mean, he had a hell of a year for us, and he's only going to be coming back as a sophomore. So we got that toss going out the kid. Watch the blocks, man. Beautiful blocks downfield. And that's what I can't say it enough. That's what's literally springing us is our receivers and tight ends are all blockers, and they are nearly impossible to shut off their blocks. So we definitely get a big advantage there going that way as well. But then of course the pass game, our one weakness is literally our one weakness is stopping the pass in this game. But we ended up doing it, but of course, who fumbles? But Treston McMillan, another fumble. Luckily, we have a four-star transfer quarterback that we're going to be looking at that I want you guys to keep an eye on as 93 speed, 91 acceleration. I might even not care about his overall. I might be starting him anyway. So, but yeah, we got more passes here. Like I said, we're already up 28-3, just about halftime. We're ready to sub in our backups already. We have no need to get too crazy with it. But now it's 28-10. I always get hurt on the cover two in the goal line. They always catch me on a streak every time. But cover two is a good goal line defense I like to run. But again, with little time left, I had to make sure I get in a couple more yards for Randall Kidd. Got to pad those stats for the end of the year. But going into halftime, we're up 28-10. There's no concerns here. I thought Virginia Tech would be a little better of a team. They weren't that great. Nothing too crazy. Honestly, their running game wasn't nothing much. Their passing game, they had really no elite players that I had to worry about too much. But the quarterback did get off here and get a few yards. But again, our defense is just a bend not break kind of a defense. So get them down inside the one, but I believe we ended up stopping them here on fourth down, which we did. And of course, you go back to the option, and Mr. Randall Kidd, the Doak Walker award-winning Randall Kidd bust out, going up 35-10. Again, nearly impossible to stop my running game. I think we averaged over 450 plus yards a game this year. But of course, without Brent Gordon, we don't have much of a team on defense. He literally has 8 interceptions on the year. He was absolutely amazing for us. Locked down the number one receiver usually every game. And the next play was right to Randall Kidd again on the outside, just busting out some yards. But again, we're going to put our backups in now. Backups are in, uh, and then we are chewing clock. I mean, there's no need to continue this on. Let's get through the offseason. But we do feed Georgia Barr. This is number 4 touchdown for him. He's still in the game because obviously when you put our backups in, he's actually a backup. So he just moves up to the number 1 spot. And it's still the third quarter. We're up by 32 points. I got to show a couple other highlights. I had a couple of nice plays. Again, just because my pass game's just horrendous. So, but we still, again, still got the backups in. That's why they're moving the ball so well. And then we got the right here. I think this is the interception. Nope, it's not the interception. it's the it's the end pattern right down the middle of the field. Uh, this should be the interception right here. Yeah, it is. For safety, reading the ball. This is a backup safety. Pretty much locking up the game that was already locked up about 2 quarters ago. I do think we got Georgia Barr. This is where backups are coming in. And again, he's just getting more yards. We're just padding stats for the year. He had a hell of a year. We just had to keep rewarding him. But the 2 clock's on, everything's done, and that's it, guys. It's 42-10. We take another Fenway Bowl win, a big win against a big conference school like that. It does really well for recruiting, and it helps out the team overall. But let's get into that offseason, and let's see what we pick up. We have both coordinators leaving. So we actually went out and got Chuck Martin, the head coach of Miami of Ohio, to be our defense coordinator, and this is the biggest steal. We took Troy Calhoun, the starting or the head coach of Air Force, and now he's our offensive coordinator. He's a 41 rated coach, our 41 level coach. He is unbelievable, but we're also hurting our opponent as well, which is great. So getting Calhoun at offense coordinator and Martin at defense coordinator was a great pickup. These are the playoff stats. Again, it was a really tough playoff, honestly. I was expecting Alabama to take it all, but Oregon ended up beating Alabama. And this is kind of like an upset kind of bracket because it's 5-9, 3-10. And then, of course, we got Oregon, Ohio State at the end. And I thought Oregon was going to take it just because they had a harder road of beating Miami and Alabama. And they did. Oregon with the big 28-21 win. They're your college football playoff champions. But these are the guys leaving. We had Gordon wanting to go to the draft, and Autry wanted to go to the draft. And we lost. We had to go through and decide who we were going to keep and we didn't keep. Like I said, we had a lot of money invested in these guys. We bumped up Gordon to 400 NIL because we didn't want to lose him, and he decided to stay, being very low, wanting to come back. Malik Autry wanted to come back, so our defense is solidified, but we're paying a lot of money to these guys. AJ Steed was a D tackle, freshman, was amazing. He ended up transferring, which was heartbreaking because he was a great player. Bowsen there, he was our tackle, he was our edge, and he actually was projected as a 6th-round pick and ended up being third. Right here, this guy right here, Haas Hengi, 4-star, 93 speed, 91 acceleration quarterback. He's probably going to move into our starting quarterback spot. We're going to practice with him and see how he does. But that was an amazing pickup for us. This is week 4 of the offseason. That's when everybody commits, I guess. We got another right tackle, Tony McClendon. Again, you're going to see a lot of tackles here. Ben Holly was a gem guard. We're building offensive line. Like I said, this is what we do here. We're offensive line, running back, quarterback, and then defense when it gets all done. But Shakir Galladay was a great pickup late from Florida. Like I said, we're really hopping into Florida. Our 4-star or 5-star running back was from Florida as well. And then, of course, a receiver, we got 3 massive 6'5 receivers coming in, all going to be great blocking receivers down the field. Abdul Wynn is another one. Will linebacker, again, trying to build up that defense as much as we can too. But our Sega Whiteside, another 6'5 receiver. We're only going for just massive bodies out there to open up for our running game. D tackle Felix Stewart, we had to replace AJ Steed, and that's what we did with that. And then Osbury, again, a 4-star center, great pickup. James Hogue, Will linebacker, great pickup. We had so many good. I thought we had a top 5 class, honestly, because we picked up a lot of people. This was a 5-star transfer, Antonio Loper from BYU. We're picking up guys left and right, and I know they've kind of fixed that, I think. So, and Jamari Jackson, he's another guy, huge dude. He was 6'5 as well. But I know they hope they kind of fixed the recruiting a little bit. But this is the training results. McMillan still is projected to be our starter, but we're going to see about that. I'm going to work with Hengi a little bit and see what we can get done with him. But kid, Barr is the last on our depth chart, but he's going to start for us this year. See, but we're paying a lot of people that are backups, and I'm kind of starting to understand that we are paying a lot of people that are not starting for us. And as you can see here, we have over 5,000 points dedicated to our roster, and that's way too much. We only have 65 points to recruit this year, so our recruiting is going to be very, very thin this year. So I'm kind of excited to see how that's going to go. But yeah, we are. I think we're pretty much going all in this year is the best way I can describe it. We're going all in to try to get wins this year because we have very little recruiting points to deal with. But we have a lot of talent coming back with Gordon and Autry, Treston McMillan, Randall Kidd, George Ibarra. I mean, we have a lot of talent coming back, and we have a lot of great talent coming in, a lot of 4 stars. But we might have to pump the brakes a little bit on going after a lot of 4-star recruits. We're probably going to pump it back to a lot of 3-star guys that don't require a lot of money. So we're going to do a lot of scouting this year to try to get 3-stars that are actually better than what we have. So I'm trying to go through here and just trying to figure out how to save some money here or there because I did not expect to have such little money. But we did pay a lot of guys though, because a lot of guys did really well. So a lot of guys deserve to get paid. So yeah, we had to pony up some money, but now we got to get some wins to start building up that fund a little better. But yeah, guys, we're year 2's in the books. We're 9-4. Good year, another bowl win. We just need to work on getting bigger wins, bigger games, and our sim needs to come through. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Stay tuned for year 3 coming up soon of the Army Black Knights. We are making the option great again. Bye-bye.